What up, this is Rama Screen covering movies, TV, and entertainment, and here's my review of I'm No Longer Here. Hey, before you watch my review, please subscribe to my channel, press that like button, and ring that bell so you can get notified whenever I post new videos. And if you would like to help support this channel, please do so at patreon.com/ramascreen. That's patreon.com/ramascreen. Let's rock this. First up, I would like to say thank you to Netflix for granting me the screener to this new movie. I'm No Longer Here is a coming-of-age survival tale that's bleak and ambiguous, and some might even categorize it as depressing, but I'm not implying those in a negative way. I think what writer-director Fernando Frias de la Parra has artfully crafted here is a harrowing immigrant film that explores the sad, soul-crushing sense of loneliness, abandonment, homesick, and the pain of not belonging. From writer-director Fernando Frias de la Parra, I'm No Longer Here is set in the mountains of Monterrey, Mexico, where a small street gang named Los Tercos spend their days listening to slowed-down cumbia music and attending dance parties, showing off their outfits, hairstyles, and gang alliances. These different bands of disaffected youth call themselves the Colombianos, combining the Cholo culture with Colombian music. At the center of the story is 17-year-old Ulysses Samperio, Los Tercos' leader, who tries to protect his friends from the nefarious elements of a quickly evolving drug political war. But after a misunderstanding with a local cartel, he is forced to leave the country for a new home in Queens, New York City. He tries to adapt to the new place, but is not able to fit in. So when he learns that his gang and the cultural identity that he loves is under threat in Mexico, he questions his place in America and longs to return home. I myself was an immigrant, so I totally get what the lead character in this film is going through. You see, when you leave everything that you know and love behind in order to move to a country that shares almost nothing in common with you, it is a super tough transition. I came to America only to find that nobody here loves soccer as much as I do. So I had to study about American football just so I can keep up with the conversations of the sport that the people here actually watch. In the case of Ulysses, he is into this mixed Colombian cumbia dance, and as you'll notice when you watch this movie, he and his fellow gang members would be rocking this very peculiar hairstyle where you kind of leave some at the top like a rooster. I'm not sure what that hairstyle is called, but anyways, when Ulysses moves to New York looking like he does and still dancing the cumbia dance, he becomes an easy target for mockery, bullying, and harassment. You can tell that it's very agonizing for him to try and hold on to or retain his identity, but his identity is all that he's got in this strange land that doesn't accept him. While Ulysses struggles to survive in New York City, his peers and his family are doing their own surviving back home in Mexico. The threat and the danger that have been imposed upon them keeps humming throughout the entire film. And the life in Mexico that writer-director Fernando de la Parra shows us here is not only that of poverty, but also one where the youth don't seem to have any future but the present. Yes, when they start dancing and when the musical aspect of this film kicks in, it's kind of hypnotizing and you don't want to look away, but at the same time, it's as if the environment that they're in also holds up a sign that says, "Approach with caution." I'm No Longer Here is essentially an ensemble cast led by the stoic Juan Daniel Garcia, who captures teen angst in the most aching way. One of the main supporting characters is this Asian American girl who at first looks like she genuinely wants to befriend Ulysses despite their language barrier, but unfortunately most of the time She treats him as nothing more than a research study or a fascinating discovery, like an archaeologist who stumbles upon dinosaur bones and can't stop hovering it. I'm No Longer Here has joined the ranks of other movies about immigrants like The Visitor and In America that perfectly convey the hardships of assimilations and isolation.